welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, I'm Lynne and I've got 3 daughters, Alice who's 3, Margot's 2 and Harriet is 7 months old. Today's video is going to be all about a recent holiday and basically a review of where we stayed, how we found that place, and basically we thought it was brilliant for children. And although I'm certainly not being paid in any way, shape or form, I wanted to share with you our experience and as we were so overjoyed with where we stayed. First of all, I would say that it was a fantastic holiday for families. As I say, I've got 3 young children and it really was the perfect holiday for them, and in terms of the resort and where we stayed. Okay, so first of all, I will start with my travelling, as if anybody's new to my channel, I live in Jersey in the Channel Islands, and we travelled from Jersey to Majorca. You can go either routes. You could either go via Gatwick or you can get a direct flight. For anyone living in Jersey, the direct flight has the advantages, as anybody will know, travelling with young children. You want to make the journey as short as possible. You can certainly do that by flying direct. It doesn't take very long. Going via Gatwick certainly takes a lot longer. You miss a day of your holiday either side because you're travelling, but it's certainly a lot cheaper going via Gatwick. So just decide on which you'd like to do. If you're living in the UK, an advantage is you won't lose a day of your holiday because you could get an earlier flight out there. So I would do that. We stayed at the Apart Hotel Bonaire, which is in Carla Bona, and that's in Majorca. I felt the whole accommodation and everything was absolutely fantastic and really rated the hotel. So I've broken it down into the different areas. So the accommodation itself, we stayed in the family room. We did have a ground floor apartment, and I would thoroughly recommend that you ask for that beforehand. We asked for ground floor beforehand. We've got a double buggy, and instead of taking them up the stairs or something like that, I just thought it would be much easier to have the ground floor. It comes with a balcony, and I'm going to insert some photos in, and so you'll be able to have a little look round. What I particularly liked with this apartment is the sofa beds in the other room. So you've got 2 bedrooms, you've got a bathroom, and you've got a kitchen area and little dining area. In the lounge come area where the 2 children slept, it was a sofa bed, but it didn't have to be put up and down, so it could stay as it was, which I quite liked, that we weren't making up beds and down every single night. So I thought that was much easier. It's got everything that you would expect in an apartment and that you would need. Plenty of room to hang up clothes. It's got a safe, a great view. You can sit outside there, and it was just really nice apartment. Found it perfectly fine for a family of 5. Oh, a big plus of there, if your children do like TV, so say you've been out all day, for example, we would go to the beach and go to the pool and come back, and our children would be a bit tired. It has English TV, so they could watch CBBS, so I found that quite easy, and you have got the internet connection there as well for their iPads. In terms of cleanliness, I found the whole area very well kept clean, all by the pools, everywhere was nice and clean. The gardens were maintained beautifully. Okay, in terms of food, there's a restaurant on site, and there's also an Italian restaurant on site. A little tip: if you want to go to the Italian restaurant, do book beforehand, because we tried to go to the restaurant that night and we couldn't get in. So when you arrive, if you would like to use that restaurant, I'd book it for a couple of days' time. So just when you arrive, make sure you remember that. There is another restaurant on site, the main restaurant. We did, in all honesty, eat out most nights. However, we did go to the restaurant one night. The food was absolutely delicious. I thought it was a very good price as well, because you could pay just for us to eat for that one evening, and I thought that it seemed very reasonable, and so you obviously have got the full facilities if you want to do half board, full board or anything like that, but we just didn't go any board, but we still had the option if we wanted to go and eat there one night, which we did to make the entertainment afterwards. Okay, in terms of bars, there's 3 bars there. So you've got a pool bar by the splash pool, you've got another bar by the main pool, and then you've got another bar inside by the entertainment where the stage is. So they're open all the time, or most of the time, sorry, and so that's nice when you're sat there by the pool. You can just get a drink. They also do food, all of them, but they'll do like burgers or a hot dog and chips and things like that. Okay, in terms of pools, they've got 4 pools. So they've got a fantastic splash pool, which I have to say is absolutely fantastic. It's got a pirate ship there, and it's got various little slides that the children can go up and go down, and it's all quite easy. My 2 and 3-year-old were fully capable of doing everything there. It's a lovely level for them, so you can watch them running around, and they felt really comfortable and confident in everything that they were doing there, and it really is beautiful. They've also got the main pool, so my children like to do a bit of both. They like to go in the splash pool, and then they like to go and do the swimming in the main pool. And then you've got the near the main pool, you just go over the bridge, and they've got a little tiny like baby pool, and my children love playing in there as well. And then if the weather's not, one of the days the weather wasn't quite nice, and so they've got an indoor pool as well, which is brilliant because it gave you that option, and then the girls were able to still swim on that day. You've also got the park. So what I quite liked about this place is you've got the park broken into a couple of different bits. So even though the park was being used frequently, it never felt really busy, and the kids were on top of each other. It was plenty of room for everybody. And they've also got an indoor, a little soft play area there, which is nice for the younger children. They've got a football pitch there as well, which my girls thoroughly enjoyed, and again, that's something else for the kids to do, and the girls love that, running up and down. I've got spa facilities. In all honesty, I didn't use them. They did look good, but with 3 young children, I didn't get around to using those. Then we'll move on to childcare. So they do have childcare there in terms of kids clubs. So they have kids club in the morning, and they have another kids club group in the afternoon. The staff are really nice as well. You'll always see them around. For example, around the main pool, they'll come and do a little song in the afternoons, and they're there in the evening entertainment. So the children will get to see them, and they'll build up a rapport with them. They're very friendly. The kids clubs are good, I'm sure. They looked really good. I have to say I didn't use them because we tended to be really busy with the children, going off on excursions and things like that. And plus my children are quite young, they're not at nursery or anything like that, so really wanted them with me. However, they have got those facilities there, and they did look good. There's one thing that we did use. They do have a play group there, so for young children, like for example Margot's only 2 and Harriet was only 5 months when we went. You could take them there, and that's over the lunchtime, or just after lunch, and you stay with them for the hour, and so that's quite nice to break up the day a bit, go in, have a bit of shade, and then they can do some playing. And I thought that was nice that they offered that as well alongside the actual kids clubs. The kids clubs also have a theme as well, so I think there was like a chocolate theme and things like that when they're there, so if your kids like clubs, it'll be a great one. As I mentioned, there's evening entertainment, so they put on evening entertainment every night for the children, so that's based there. So for example, you could go to the restaurant, have something to eat, and then go to the evening entertainment. It looked really good. My 2-year-old really enjoyed it, sitting at the front looking at the stage. There's all kinds of entertainment on, something different on every single night. We went in May, and actually at the end of our week they moved outside, so it's quite nice. You're all sat outside and they've got the stage there and do the entertainment, and as I say, the staff are excellent. Okay, so now we'll move on to outer resort. So all the things that we did outer resort, which I thought you guys could find useful if you were thinking of going there. Importantly, there is a spa shop just up the road, so you can go and get things like bread and milk. We got some hams and cheeses and croissants and things like that, so we can have breakfast at home. All your juices, inflatables, we bought inflatables there, so we didn't have to take them in our luggage, but again, that's brilliant to have for the pool. And it's just got everything that you would expect from your spa shop. I think if you go there and your children like horses or pony riding, they will definitely love this. They actually have ponies literally just up the road, so not very far. My 2- and 3-year-old really enjoyed this, and every evening we would go there. So the ponies are there in the evening, so you go there probably about 6 o'clock, and then they can have their little pony ride, and then we would go for dinner. This I found absolutely fantastic. The ponies were really nice, little bomb proof, although it is quite funny when the gentleman says don't let them eat the grass, because those ponies definitely love to eat grass. But my girls absolutely love this. It was a great activity for them to do in the evenings. There are also some fake ponies, so if your children don't like real ponies, on our way out to dinner, not only did Alice do the real ponies, she also wanted to go on the pretend ponies that you go around on, and she absolutely loved this and she thought that was good fun as well. So a little something to do before going out for dinner. As I say, we only actually ate in the on-site restaurant once. Otherwise we actually went out for dinner. There are lots of lovely places to eat there. We went out all the other nights, and I have to say we didn't have a bad meal at all. All the restaurants were fantastic. We had a range of food, so we had paella, my husband would have steak, and so we had a variety. The restaurants were fantastic with the children, and would make some quite plain food for them, or there was lots that they could eat off the menu, and they were absolutely brilliant in terms of my 2- and 3-year-old, obviously quite energetic, and they would always be happy to for us to be entertaining them in all different ways. In terms of beaches, there are beaches close by, so for example, one day we went on a boat trip, and so you can go to Carla Bona beach, and there's another beach just up the road. These are fantastic. You can walk to them. We actually did get a taxi, but that's because we have 3 very young children, and I didn't think they would do it, or if somebody had a meltdown, it was just easier to get a taxi, which again the apartments are happy to order for you. However, it would be quite a nice walk and probably take about 20 minutes to half an hour, depending on how quickly your children walk. Okay, in terms of excursions, as I said, we did like going on excursions, so we did go on a boat trip, and we went to Carla Bona. We got to see the markets there. We went to the Caves of Drac, which was really nice if you haven't been before. So that breaks it up the day and just something different for you. On the boat trip, it is, as I say, glass bottomed, however it's actually at the side. My children were really excited to see the fish there, so I would recommend it if you like boats. The children really did enjoy that, and the Caves of Drac were excellent. So I think that's given you an all-round idea of where we stayed. If you'd like to see anything more in detail, I have done 2 day in the life videos. So one has actually got our boat trip on it and the Caves of Drac and things like that, and the other one I'm more based on site, so you'll see more of the on-site facilities. If there's anything else you'd like to know, just pop a comment in the comments box below, or send me a little private message. I'm much more active on Instagram, so pop over there and follow me. I'd love to see you over there and come and say hi. As always, if you haven't subscribed and you have enjoyed this video and would like to see more, please do subscribe to me, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you don't miss another video, and as I say, I thoroughly recommend this. It really was a fantastic holiday, family holiday. It was the perfect place to stay, and my children had a whale of a time. If you are going, really enjoy it, and hopefully this gives somebody some inspiration of where to stay and some ideas when you stay there of what other types of things you can do around there. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and see you soon. Thanks. Bye.